Well, hi there. Welcome to KJ Olson Music. If you're joining us again, thank you so much for coming back. It's lovely, lovely, lovely to have you here. Thank you so much. And if you're just joining us for the first time, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. You're all wonderful people, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, a little bit about me. My name is KJ Olson. I do use they, them pronouns, which makes me a non binary, genderqueer individual. I am a performer, composer, and educator living in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is a place that I moved to about 5 years ago and have finally learned to stay grounded in a place. I moved around so much that I never really knew what it meant to find community in one place for a very long time. So it's been wonderful kind of learning and growing here and figuring out more things about myself, including coming out as non-binary genderqueer, which has been an interesting sort of a process working in the professional education world. Some of you education people out there might know that the education world can be a unique place where there's an exchange of ideas and things are learning and growing, but can also be foundationally and systemically stuck. And I found that for marginalized groups of people, such as queer individuals, and also Black, Indigenous people of color, for women, I could just keep going. Systemic structures can be tough. And that prevented me from coming out for a very long time. I assimilated for as long as I possibly could. I worked on being whatever the professional educational world needed me to be. And that was really difficult. That was tough. But being an educator always felt to me like I was supposed to fit in a certain box. I was supposed to be the person that I was expected to be, dress a certain way, behave a certain way, and never really let students in on who I really am as a person. While on the flip side, being taught to bring who I am to the classroom, to use that to help connect with students so that the things that are important to me can be important to them. So you can see how there was a bit of a dilemma there. And now I'm finding with my educational practice, I'm bringing more of my performance and educational background together and melding that with who I am as a person and being out and proud about who I am as a person. I am a genderqueer educator who writes their own music, who is finally taking charge of their own life and feeling confident in who they are. And that took a very long time for me, and coming out and utilizing the name that felt more comfortable to me, KJ, and utilizing the pronouns that feel more comfortable for me, they, them, which took a while. I started off as I would use any, he, him, she, her, they, them, because I didn't want to inconvenience people, because that's kind of a part of who I am as a person, and we're working on that in therapy, slowly but surely. But I started realizing that those pronouns didn't work for me, that they, them, kind of the intersection of all of that, and where the binary kind of comes together in the middle and everything that kind of comes in between. I live all over the place on the spectrum, and I like that. That's who I am as a person, and I want to bring that into my day-to-day life. So thank you for coming along on that little introduction about myself. Now on to what this channel is all about. What exactly are we here for? Well, as of now, I've already got a couple of different recurring series here on my channel, which you may have seen already. On Mondays, we have Monday Musical Meditation, where we take a song and we talk about the importance of it and how I feel about it, and I kind of get this chance to either explain a piece of music that I wrote or do a cover of something that means something very important to me and is something very special to me, which is a wonderful thing that I love getting to do, and I'm excited about some of the things I have coming up in the future. On Thursdays, we now have Tarot Thursdays, where I'll take some of my more meditative spirituality and use it to kind of impart some of the things that I've been learning about myself, and hopefully connect with some of you about ways in which you can also connect within your own spiritual self, within your own heart and soul, but also maybe connect with me and other people that may come along for the ride along the way. And on Wednesdays, right now I'm looking at making this kind of a potpourri catch-all day where some weeks we might just chat and I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in my life, as much as can possibly going on in my life because of, COVID, pandemic. It's been great. I'm also working on a series of videos in which I take everybody through some of the other areas of my creative life. Some of you may know that I teach cardio dance and workout dance classes that I'm currently in the process of writing more music for, and I'm hoping to find ways to share that on this channel. Tuesday, I'm over on my other channel, KJ and Sham, which is a wellness channel where my good friend and I, Austin Shimko, are figuring ourselves out and kind of holding each other accountable and being a support group for one another on our wellness journey, on taking care of ourselves better, be that physically, emotionally, spiritually, what have you. We are working on ourselves in a positive way, bringing love and light into what can be a very blame-heavy and difficult field to find self-love in. So that's the focus and journey over there. And on Fridays, I'd really like to start a series, maybe once or twice a month, which is designed around education and focusing on some educational tools that I use, some ideas for lessons instructors in particular, and for possibly also instructors who teach larger ensembles to utilize more creativity and more creation in their rehearsals, as well as stretching and breathing techniques for singers and other pedagogical things that we can discuss and kind of create a dialogue around. So I hope to see you all coming along with me on that journey. I'm very excited to get started again. You can go back through my YouTube channel to find some pretty crazy stuff, and some of that might make a comeback, but I'm excited for this new chapter, and I can't wait to go on this journey with all of you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, KJ Olson. You can find me at KJ Olson Music on Instagram. You can also find me at KJ Olson on Twitter, as well as KJ Olson Music on YouTube for more content here. So, thank you once again for stopping by. Have a great rest of your week, and bye.